I thought keto would be the fastest way to lose weight. I thought Weight Watchers would leave me hungry. But after trying both, I was shocked by what actually happened. And it's not what you'd expect. Today I'm sharing 5 things no one really talks about when it comes to keto versus Weight Watchers. If there's one thing I know, it's how to lose weight, gain it back, and do it all over again. I've often said I'm good at losing weight and I'm good at putting it back on. But the maintenance, well, that's a whole different story. That's what I struggle with the most. And you may be thinking, yeah, that sounds like me too. I started keto back in 2018. I lost about 50 pounds and kept it off, even through the lockdown. But once I let carbs back in, it was a slippery slope. 2 years of eating everything I deprived myself of. And surprise, I gained it all back. I went back on keto in 2023, lost the weight again, only to undo it all with a 2-week trip to France. It's a vicious cycle. This year, I decided to try something different, Weight Watchers. And in just 5 weeks, I've lost almost 13 pounds without giving up chocolate or stressing over every bite. Hi there, I'm Krista, and welcome to the Hot Air Balloon Project, a space for women ready to let go of what's weighing them down, both literally and figuratively, and rise to new heights. And there's no sugarcoating it here, just straight talk. Okay, let's dive in. Truth number 1. Keto works, but only if you can maintain it. Keto gave me structure, and I thrived on that. I have an all or nothing personality, so knowing exactly what I could and couldn't eat made it easy to stick to. The first 3 days were always the hardest. Some people get keto flu, but I found as long as I drank enough water, I could push through. Once I was in ketosis, it felt effortless. I wasn't hungry. I could do intermittent fasting for 16 hours with no problem. And going to restaurants was simple. I'd order a burger, no bun and no ketchup, and a side salad. And I love seeing the weight drop fast. But here's what no one talks about, the mental toll. After years of strict keto, I started having nightmares, literally waking up in a panic because I dreamt that I ate a piece of toast. That can't be normal, right? And while I wasn't counting calories or points, I was drinking way too much because, hey, as long as it was low carb, it technically fit. But the real problem, the second I went off keto, I couldn't stop. After years of saying no to carbs, I ate them like they were going out of style. I was always hungry. Key takeaway: a diet is about losing weight. A lifestyle change is about keeping it off. If the way you eat isn't something you can stick with long term, is it really the right choice? Truth number 2, Weight Watchers gives you flexibility, and that's a good thing. After years of bouncing between deprivation and binge eating, the flexibility of Weight Watchers feels freeing. Nothing is truly off limits, and that's been a game changer for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I track everything, even 0-point foods. And in that sense, keto had the edge. As long as something was keto-friendly, I never second-guessed the amount. There was no weighing, no measuring, but on Weight Watchers, I used my tablespoon every morning to measure exactly 3 tablespoons of creamer for my coffee. So in that way, keto felt simpler. But here's the real difference. I never feel like I'm missing out. If I want something, I eat it. I just make sure it fits within my daily or weekly points. And truthfully, I rarely dip into my weekly extras unless I'm out with friends, and even then, it's usually only by a few points. And the best part, I eat chocolate almost every day, and there's zero guilt. Now that is a freeing thought. Key takeaway: at the end of the day, sustainability beats extreme restriction every single time. Truth number 3, keto doesn't heal your relationship with food. Keto was easy to follow because the rules were simple. Eat this and not that. No sugar, no carbs, just stick to the plan and you'll lose weight. And it worked. However, when I went off keto, it wasn't just bagels and toast I craved. I was obsessed with sugar. Sugar has always been my dopamine hit. The more I had, the more I wanted. That's why keto worked for me while I was on it, because I didn't have an ounce of sugar. And the big surprise with Weight Watchers, my body doesn't seem to crave sugar the way it used to, even though I could have it. And as I mentioned, I do have chocolate almost every day, but now it's 70% dark chocolate. Who am I? Past me wouldn't have even considered dark chocolate, but now it actually satisfies me. Even an apple with cinnamon hits the spot when I'm craving something sweet. Keto never addressed the deeper issue of why I crave sugar in the first place, but Weight Watchers teaches me how to enjoy foods in moderation without the binge that follows restriction. The key difference? Weight Watchers is about moderation, not restriction. That's what makes it sustainable in the long run. Key takeaway? Restriction fuels cravings, balance breaks the cycle. Truth number 4. Weight Watchers encourages healthy habits beyond just food. What I didn't expect from Weight Watchers was how it shifted my mindset, not just around food, but about my whole lifestyle. On Weight Watchers, I'm naturally making healthier choices, but what's even more powerful is how my thinking has changed. Instead of obsessing over what I can't have, I'm focused on what I can have and what actually serves me. I'm eating more protein, drinking more water, and yes, curbing alcohol. I've always enjoyed a glass of wine at the end of the day, and on keto, I didn't think twice about it. But with Weight Watchers, I've realized I don't need it to unwind. Now I find myself reaching for sparkling water or, if I'm feeling a little extra, a nice cold Fresca. It's not about restricting, it's about recognizing my body's needs and making better choices without the guilt. This isn't just about alcohol though. It's about my whole mindset around food and life in general. Weight Watchers is teaching me to be more mindful of the why behind my choices, and that's what makes it sustainable. Instead of just looking at weight loss as a goal, I'm focusing on creating long-term habits that I can actually live with, and most importantly, enjoy. The shift has been profound. I'm not just losing weight, I'm shifting my relationship with food and drink, and ultimately with myself. Key takeaway: the best way to transform your health is by changing your mindset and habits, not just the number on the scale. Truth number 5. Keto feels fast, but Weight Watchers feels freeing. Keto delivers results. There's no denying that. After the first week, you start feeling less bloated and your hunger significantly decreases. It almost feels like you're not eating to enjoy food anymore. You're just eating to eat. The joy of eating is gone. You're not hungry. You just eat because you have to. And if I'm being honest, I mostly cared about cocktail hour, not the meal itself. With Weight Watchers, it took me about 3.5 weeks to finally wake up and not feel hungry the minute I opened my eyes. At first, I was hangry a lot, but after that initial period, I noticed something powerful. Eating became about enjoyment again, and it wasn't just about satisfying my hunger, it was about the experience. I started looking forward to meals, whether it was a fancy dinner or a casual snack. And I love the social side of eating, and Weight Watchers allows me to savor that without the guilt. I find just as much excitement enjoying a delicious meal as I do in cocktail hour. Keto may work quickly, but with Weight Watchers, I feel like I've gained something even more valuable: food freedom. I'm able to live my life, eat what I want, and still lose weight. It's slower, yes, but the weight loss is happening, and I'm doing it without the restriction. Key takeaway: the best approach to eating is one you can enjoy, not endure. After years of yo-yo dieting, I'm honestly so thankful that I gave Weight Watchers a shot. Sure, I know how to lose weight, but I was so over having the thought of food swirl around my head 24/7. With Weight Watchers, my relationship with food is beginning to heal, but I know it takes time. Is it easy? Not really, but if it were easy, wouldn't everyone be doing it? What I've found with Weight Watchers is sustainability. That's the missing piece. After all these years, I'm finally seeing what I need is something I can live with, not something I'll just survive and suffer through. After all, this is a health journey I'm on. It's not just about losing weight. It's becoming the strongest, healthiest, and happiest version of me. That's what I've signed up for. I'm ready to shed what isn't serving me, physically and mentally. And that's exactly why I named this channel the Hot Air Balloon Project. I'm done feeling stuck, and I'm ready to rise. Together, let's let go of the physical and mental weight holding us back. We are the hot air balloon. Let's rise and let's soar. And as we work towards our goals, it's the little things that truly help us stay grounded. If you're on your own health journey, I want to share a few tools with you that have helped me tremendously over these last few weeks. I've learned that progress isn't just about big moments. It's about the small steps that keep moving us forward. First of all, a food scale. It might seem simple, but it's been a game changer. It keeps me accountable, and it helps me understand portions in a way I never did before. It's not about restriction, but about knowledge and control. Next, my measuring cups and spoons. I can't tell you how many times these little tools have helped me stay on track and feel confident in the choices I'm making, especially when I'm balancing my goals with real-life cravings. They also help me confidently track points. And at the end of the day, if we aren't tracking properly, we're only hurting ourselves. And finally, the book called The Pivot Year by Brianna West. This has been especially meaningful to me. It's more than just a book. It's a daily reminder that change takes time and that we have the power to pivot when we need to and become the person we've always wanted to be. It's helped me shift my mindset and let go of perfectionism. It's not just about losing weight. I'm learning to heal my relationship with food, but I'm also on my way to becoming the person I've always envisioned. If you're on a weight loss journey too, I hope these products can support you like they have for me. Check them out in the links below, and remember, you're not alone. We're in this together. And if you want an accountability buddy on this journey of shedding what's weighing us down, hit that subscribe button. Let me be your cheerleader. Let's rise together. We got this. I could do